Hey, welcome to BCB Live, the safest station in the nation, broadcasting live. Drive Safe Day from the I-80 truck stop.
43rd
The
annual.
thing's huge.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's huge.
Largest in the
You know what?
world.
I'm going to question that. I'm fact checking you today on that part right there. Is it the largest or just say the world's largest?
Yeah, it
The
is.
world's a pretty
What's it-
big place.
Well, yeah,
It's
I
the
know. But
largest in the galaxy.
yeah,
Let's just go galaxy.
it is in the
I
galaxy.
mean, what, right?
Universe.
Hey, but Drive Safe Dave, man, we are seeing a lot of people here. We have a lot of vendors here. We have a lot of drivers. Listen, if you're out and about right now, going cruising, if you just happen to be cruising up I-80, what a better place to take your 34-hour break than right here.
Yeah, and you know what? You're going east, west, pull over, come in, see us, get the pork chop sandwich, do everything.
Oh, we tried to get one before the show. They wouldn't let us in. They go 11 o'clock start time. Wouldn't let us in. Drive Safe Dave. That pork chop, though, crazy good.
Very good. In fact, it's a staple here. It's very well known here, and I'm telling you, you got to come get you one. You got to come. They got them lined up out here, and if you want to, you swing by the booth. We might have a ticket here for you.
You know what? If you're a driver, you're by the place, you come by the booth. All you're going to do is answer a couple of questions. You may be on air, though. I'm going to tell you that. But it's all worth a sandwich.
Yeah, and you get to talk to Drive Safe Dave. And
Oh,
yeah.
he's kind of beefing himself up. It's me, Drive Safe Dave, in the house.
Up
He
in the
does
air.
beef him up. Hey, but Dave, we're going to also spend some time talking to some of the America's heroes, right?
That's right. We're out here today to talk to the driver, out here to talk to whether he or she, what she's doing out on the road, where she's from, where he's from, what they're doing, how they're living, and what they're seeing out there that we need to talk. We need to hear from them what's going on out there, because guess what? They tell it like nobody else tells it because they're the ones out there doing it.
And there may be a chance that Sir Rick buys himself a truck here from all of these trucks out here. Drive Safe Dave. Dave already said if I buy it, he's driving it home.
I did say that. I mean, you know what? There are some beautiful rigs out here. They got them lined up and down the road, and I'm telling you, there are beauties. There are classics. There are some old ones out there. There's some new ones out there. But I'll tell you what, more important than anything else, those drivers care about those trucks.
Oh, my God, Dave. I mean, the work behind them is absolutely amazing. I mean, they keep it clean. Dave, I can't imagine you in any of the – I give you those trucks for a week, it never looks the same. There's stuff everywhere.
First
There's
of all,
wrappers everywhere.
Yeah.
There's no chance that truck looks the way it looks with you in it a week.
Yeah, the only thing that'll happen differently with me in it a week is that there will be stuff in the truck, and I will not polish the chrome. Those guys were out polishing every little piece of chrome, wiping it off, cleaning it up, making it shiny, making it showable. And they had competitions yesterday. DOT officers were out here yesterday doing a truck show competition, trying to go up and down to find the prettiest truck. And let me tell you, it was hard to pick the prettiest one yesterday because they were gorgeous. There were classics out there, old ones. They had different classes going on. They had different sizes, different ages, and different sets. They had full sets, truck and trailer, and they also had bobtails. But I'm telling you, those guys were serious. And let me tell you, you walk up, you talk to them about their trucks, what she or her name is, and I'm telling you, they talked about it.
And you know what was probably the most intriguing part for me on that day was the fact that they got a smile was their reward. It wasn't the ribbon that they're going to get the first, second, or third place. It was the smiles and the attention that their trucks got from folks like us out there, just gawking at equipment.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what's really nice is when their peers are out there, other truck drivers are, they're looking at these rigs and they're at quality, they're admiring craftsmanship, and you know what? They're admiring the hard work that goes into these trucks. These guys have a lot of cash.
A lot of cash.
A lot of
no
energy. And I'm telling you,
a lot of weekends. A lot of weekends. Hey, so today on the show, here's what we're going to bring in a lot of drivers. We're going to get into the heart and the soul of some of these drivers out here today about the sacrifice. We're going to talk to the independent contractors, Dave, about some of the struggles they're having today with freight. We're talking fuel, we're talking insurance, we're talking home time, we're talking traffic, we're talking four-wheelers, we're talking all of that. What is going on in our industry, in your industry? Stop by our.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be hard, and it's not difficult to listen to a driver to talk about some of the issues and just about what's going on out there on the road. And of course, as always, Sir Rick, we want to throw a little safety in there. We want to make sure that we never lose that razor's edge when it comes to
We're going to see what they know about safety. We're going to have a little fun with them as well. We're going to ask some safety questions. Do they know some of these things that say Drive Safe Dave knows? Are they as safe as Drive Dave is? We're going to find that out. But Dave, my favorite segment, I'm going to tell you, it's going to be this: who sells it better? And I just threw this on Drive Safe Dave a little bit ago. We're going to give out here that have companies, these vendors that have gear out here next to us, we're going to give them a chance for 30 seconds to sell their product. And I got money that says Drive Safe Dave can outsell them on their own product.
Absolutely. You know what? I'm not afraid to go over the top. I'm not afraid to get what it needs to get done. And I'm willing to talk about the issues, the things that make it happen. I'm telling you right now, don't put your money on anybody but Drive Safe Dave.
My money's on you, sir. I want to see you do it.
Oh, yeah.
That's a side of you that I can't wait to see.
I don't even have to know anything about the product.
Oh, yeah, no, you make half the stuff up anyway.
I don't even have.
You make most things up anyway. This is why you're going to excel at this, because when you don't know it, you start making things up.
That's right. You know what? It's going to be what you need. And I'm telling you right now, I'm going to have a lot of fun with it. I'm excited about it. We got some opportunities out here to have fun with people out here, because you know what? This show's about the driver. This whole thing out here, as you walk around and you walk through the truck stop. We walked through the truck stop today.
Yep.
Huge place.
Amazing.
And I'm telling you, they got a chrome shop inside that you can't imagine. You got it for you. If you want to put something cool on your truck, go right inside in here. They got it in there. They got it on an aisle. And you know what? They got guys standing around waiting for you to ask, because they'll find it if they don't have it on an aisle.
All right, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with more BCB Live. And we are the safest station in the nation.
See you in a minute. All right, this is Drive Safe Dave with BCB Live. We are back live here at the show, and I just want to make sure, Amy, welcome back to the show. She's walking around pointing out all the problems going on. She's hiding her eyes and going, OSHA violation, in and out, all around. First of all, Amy, tell us who you are and who you're with. We want to make sure everybody knows what's going on.
Hi, everyone. I'm Amy Rusa. I'm the CEO and founder of the Safety Rack, which is a YouTube channel designed to talk about women's PPE and workwear and close the gender gap on that industry.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, there's a lot of things, you know, when you talk safety equipment 15, 20 years ago, it was one size fits all, right?
Yes.
And now it's not that way anymore. Now we found ways to make it better, safer, fashionable. Heck, serve around in PPE 24/7. I think he has pajamas.
I have heard this, and slippers to go with it.
That's PPE slippers. And you know what? It's not okay. There's a problem right there. Honestly, there's a problem.
Should we have an intervention today?
We should talk about it and going on. So anything new going on that you want to bring up?
The YouTube channel's growing. So if you are out there trying to look for women's workwear and PPE, definitely head over to YouTube for the Safety Rack and hit subscribe. I have new content coming out.
All right. Okay. Like how can they get to it? What do they need to do? How do they get there on YouTube? What do they look up?
Just look up the Safety Rack.
The Safety Rack. Make sure you get an opportunity to log on, and tune in anytime, right?
Yep.
See what it's got. You got any special guests on lately?
I don't, but I will be launching the podcast next month.
All right. And we're excited about that. Amy, you have a special guest in the house, and I just want to, it's Dad, isn't it?
It's Dad.
Hey, Dad. All right. So, Dad, give Dad the mic for a second. Hey, Dad, How are
Hi
you
there.
doing? Drive Safe Dave here. It's nice to meet you.
Good to meet you too.
All right, let's talk for a minute. Former truck driver.
Yes.
How long did you drive a truck?
I started in 1986. I just retired last November.
So you've been driving basically since '86. Over the road mostly?
No, actually city mostly.
Mostly city. Run last mile type delivery?
LTL.
LTL?
My last career was LTL.
Was it really? And then so over the career, and I'm just going to ask, how has it changed dramatically, would you say, as far as safety equipment within the truck from when you started in '86 to where it is to the life you got in?
I showed her a Peterbilt out here, a Peterbilt cab over. And that was the truck that I learned on. And I remember going through the mountain passes with a 350 Cummins, no engine brake. And now, my last truck, my Peterbilt, it had I just throw the engine brake on. When they give you a speed to go down the hill at, believe that. Do what they say.
Yeah, absolutely.
Put it in that gear and just hit the brake, and you would just go down. I'd never sweat it. You know, back in 1986, yeah, you were just wanting to get down the bottom without.
Yeah, you actually got out and looked at your brakes. You actually got out and checked them because you wanted to make sure they were basically ready to go down the hill, because if you didn't, you were going to be sorry before you got to the bottom.
That's one thing that really I saw as a problem in the company I work with, the fleet, is guys get lazy. They don't look. Every trip, you walk around, look.
Yes.
And look at your brakes. And when you're using equipment that somebody else has been, and then you get it, and you see that the axle, boy, you've got axles leaking here, and and how many guys pulled that and never bothered to look at it?
I think that's a real big important thing, and I think what we're trying to do is what we're focusing on here, and when we talk about in BCB Live, that pre-trip, how necessary it is to make it happen. And you've been doing it a long time.
Yes.
The basics never go away.
No.
Truly, the basics never go away. I don't care if you drive an old Pete or a brand new Pete. Those basic fundamental safety things never go away.
And you know how to do it because you had to do it to get your life in the first place.
Yeah, absolutely. And all you can do, if you do it, you practice it, you just get better.
Yes.
So, and I would say over the years, if you had to tell and you had to pull a guy aside who's just starting out 1 year away, what's that? That's the one big piece of advice you would give them. Hey,
don't take it for granted.
Don't take anything for granted.
This equipment is okay to drive.
Because it's not.
No.
It's not okay till you say it's okay. Because it doesn't matter what name's on the side. It doesn't matter who pulled it last. When you get in it and you drive it, guess who owns it?
Yes.
The driver owns it. And that's what we got to realize, we got to understand. And if you own it, you got to do it. You got to drive it like that, right? You got to.
Me personally, I never want somebody to get into a piece of equipment that I just got out of.
Right,
and
absolutely.
Find something wrong with it. My stamp of approval was on it. My
Absolutely.
reputation when you got in that truck or you're pulling that trailer.
I already knew it was wrong.
I
already turned in a DVIR.
Yeah.
I had already done that. Yeah.
And yes.
I'd already. I knew it first because I was just in it. And not only, and you talk about that, we talk about pre-trips a lot. That post-trip is important as well.
You go to a terminal and you watch guys come in.
And they jump out.
They back into the door and they pull the pin and they drop it. And you didn't look. And you just drove 400 miles to get here and you didn't look at anything.
That is not a stamp of approval, is it? And what else out there as you drive and as you were driving? I know not now, you don't drive now, but you've got a lot of years of experience behind you, a lot of miles underneath your wings. What's the other one thing out there on the road? Now, I know what you do before you get out on the road, when you get back. What's that one thing you want to tell them to be aware of when you're out there on the road?
I was asked once, I used to be on the safety committee for the company I worked for, and I can't say I had a perfect record. I had some, in every accident I ever had where you turn and you scrape somebody, it's because you're thinking of what you're going to be doing. I got this delivery, are they going to be there? And you got to stay in the moment and pay attention to what you're doing right at
Not
that
let
time.
your brain be on autopilot.
Yeah, I'm telling you that, one of the hardest things to do, we talk about it all the time and we bring it up here on the show, and we want to reiterate it, is that driving a truck is so complicated, or driving at all. I don't care if you're in a 4-wheeler or if you're in an 18-wheeler. I don't really care. There's so much going on. You don't have time for that computer to spin for a minute while it thinks, because then you've had an accident. You don't have time to stop and put on pause a moment when you're out there. You've got to make sure that you're focused on what you're doing and paying attention just like you are in the moment, being prepared for what may come, but never be in a hurry, because I think that's what, when we start thinking too far ahead, we start getting in a hurry in what we're doing.
And one thing I recommend, and I've been fortunate that 2 places that I worked put me through the Smith system.
Yeah, the Smith system works.
And it's, if you don't know what it is, go look it up. It's a real thing.
We talk about it here on the show. You know what I like about the Smith system? It's an effort to make you aware of what you're doing and how to drive. And I think it's a process in which you can apply in your everyday driving, and it can be applied to anyone.
Yes.
It doesn't matter if you're in a big truck or if you're in a full personal vehicle. It doesn't really matter as long as you're involved. Hey, I appreciate your service out there on the road. I mean, let me tell you, we had an opportunity when we had COVID to really appreciate the drivers for the first time, and I think a long time, right? We've had a real rare opportunity, a real rare moment to look over and realize what heroic activity is happening out there on the road, right? I mean, genuinely understand and appreciate what drivers do, because a lot of the times we lose sight of, we take for granted that it's on the shelf. We take for granted that it's there when we need it. We take for granted the clothes that we have on our back that we buy, and it
all came on a truck.
Everything came on a truck. Even if it came on a train, it came on a truck, but when it got here.
Yes.
I mean, it didn't get to the train by air. I mean, it came on it got to the train on a truck. I'm just saying it all came on a truck. And even when it comes, it goes on a truck.
Yes.
So I'll tell you, we got to understand, we got to appreciate, we got to remember what we're doing. I want to thank you for your service out there. Hey, thanks for bringing your dad by. Are y'all enjoyed the show today? And I'm telling you, stop by and get. Have you ever been to I-80 truck stop before?
Oh yes.
Yeah, yeah. I tell you what, have you had the pork chop sandwich before?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I keep talking about it, and I don't know, but I got to go get me one here in a minute. I hope y'all have a great day. Enjoy the show. Thanks for stopping by, and we look forward to your podcast soon.
Thank you.
We'll be back in just a minute. I think Sir Rick's got somebody lined up with a challenge. See you in just a second on BCB Live, the safest station in the nation.
All right, hey, welcome back to BCB Live. It's the safest station in the nation. Drive Safe Day. We have Corey here with Chippewas. Have you been wondering what that smell was next door?
Yeah, and you know what? It smelled a little good, but and I thought maybe it was my cologne, but it isn't. It's Chippewa. So tell us what's going on. First of all, the show. You like the show?
Yeah.
Not this show. I meant the truck show, the Jamboree.
Yeah,
she felt like she had to say
Yeah. Sure, Drive Safe.
Big fan of BCB Live.
Yeah. I got to stand up here. No, the truck show. What's here? Have you been out here before?
No, this is our first time here. We've had our products at Iowa 80 for years, but this is the first show that we've come to.
What do you think so far?
It's good. There's lots of people, and I wish it wasn't raining, but
well, I wish we had a little rain back home. We haven't seen this in like months, but it's okay. But it's a lot of fun, right? Going on, and you're excited about it. You got a lot of
Harper, Kansas.
Yep, we're from Harper, Kansas. We're a family-owned business. Chippewas Fragrance.
Wait, is she selling it?
No,
she's selling it. Whoa,
just
time
introducing
out,
a little bit about the company.
I'm calling foul.
All right, we're just going to get right into it. So
all right,
here we go.
I'm going
it's
to give you
game time, folks. It is who can sell it better. Corey, can she sell her own product better than Drive Safe Dave can sell it? We're going to find out right now. Corey, you get 30 seconds to sell your product. Drive Safe Dave, right after that, you're coming in here and you're going to sell it. Are you ready? Here we go. The countdown begins now.
Okay, we are from Harper, Kansas. My dad has owned the business since 2017. We bought it from the original owner out of St. Louis.
They've been around since 1928. We've been a trucker favorite. Our most popular is Bouquet. You just put it on a rag or on this diffuser tin, throw it on the dash of your seat, and keep it smelling fresh. 10 cents to choose from, so there's for everyone. My personal favorite is branded leather. Just throw it up there, keep your car smelling like new. And love to see you out here. Iowa 80's got a special going, buy 5, get 1 free. So come check us out and smell all of our scents.
All right, there you have the first one. Now stepping in, selling the exact same product. It's Drive Safe Dave.
All right, tell me when you're ready, sir. Count me down.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're on.
All right, what is that smell? That smells the smell you want to smell. It's Chippewa. We're coming in from Harper, Kansas. We got what you need. That truck and your travel buddies in there. What? That's Wet Dog. Want that in there? What you want is the good leather scent you got coming on. I'm telling you, we got it not only by the can, we got it by the round can, we got it by the square can, and let me tell you what else we got it by the case. You can buy it by the case. You can get it by the gross, by the pallet if necessary. We got it right here at the I-80 truck stop. They're lining up right now. It is going away. Get it what you need. Chippewa, come get it now.
Come on back in, Corey. Come on in. Great job, Drive Safe Dave. Come on in here. Come on in here. You know what? That's what it's about. We're selling product here. What did you think about his presentation?
I think you might have outdone me.
Little over the
She
top.
threw the towel in. He is undefeated. He can sell anybody's product, then they can sell it. Drive Safe Dave, great job. Hey, this is BCB Live. Corey, you just got to say, hey, we're the safest station in the nation.
We're the safest station in the nation.
All right, folks, we'll be back in about 30 seconds, maybe a minute. Dave, who's counting, right? We're here in I-80 truck stop. Hey, welcome back to BCB Live. We're the safest station in the nation. Dave, we're still here for a second, but Fat Boy here is getting hungry.
Yeah.
I got to go get me a sandwich.
They already rang the dinner bell over
I
there.
heard that we went over there earlier. They're like, yeah, don't open up till 11. Come back. And Dave, it's after 11.
Yeah, and you know what? It's time for me to go over and make sure quality control. They've already licensed me to
Like
go over
that,
and to
Dave.
ensure
Great
they
strategy.
got great product going on over there. And let me tell you, I'm all in. I mean, we're talking barbecue sucking sandwich, and I can't wait to get
Just
one
a
more.
sandwich. That's a Sammy. That's a sandwich.
It's way more than a sandwich.
Oh, my God, it's a good sandwich.
And
We're going to make it happen here. We'll be back in about probably 30 minutes. We got to eat.
We got to
And we got to take the crew. The crew here, Jack's behind the thing. He's lost like 14 pounds.
Yeah, he's scared.
He's, like, he's
I know,
falling into nothing.
I'm scared for him. All right, I'll tell you what. We'll be back in a minute. I hope if you're out here, come by, see us. Let us
Definitely
know.
come see us.
And
We're
what we
making it happen.
all right. I-80 Truck Stop right here, booth 72.
Nobody knows booth numbers. Look for the two fat dudes. That's
we'll be
all
back.
you got to do.
We'll be back in a minute.